I'm CeCe. I'm CeCe with CeCe Designs and Events. We also have CeCe Decor. So I'm a floral event designer, and we also have a decor company.
And you actually had your appendix out.
Right. So yes, as a disclaimer, I am not normally quite this weird.
Weird?
I'm weird.
Yes.
But not quite this.
Not this weird.
Right.
Not this kind of weird.
Yeah. So I had my appendix emergency appendectomy 48 hours ago.
Nice.
Right?
Nice.
And as a business owner, I mean, you know, like,
You
just can't chunk the deuces and lay down,
Right.
so you just gotta like.
So tell me what happened. You were just, your stomach hurt. You had it like, oh, this is not normal.
Yeah. So we were, we had to do the culture ball this weekend. You know what that is? For Culture City. So we had to do the culture ball this weekend, and we were prepping and getting ready for it. And I had Chinese food. Don't eat Chinese food. That's why. It's the start of all appendix problems. No. So I just didn't feel good. We were working at the office, and I was complaining my back didn't feel good, and then we all went to dinner, and it just kept getting worse. And about midnight, I woke Greg up, and I said,
Something's not right.
we got to go. And he thought I was just like, you know, being funny, haha, but no. So we went to the emergency room, and 8 hours later, I was like several ounces thinner. They said, your appendix out. And I was like, do you have any clue what I'm doing this weekend? And they said, no, we don't care. But they tried to keep me in the hospital.
Really?
That did not go well.
So you should be in the hospital right now.
Technically, yes. But
So they released you under your own recognizance?
on my own recognizance, I was like, so y'all can either like let me sign some paperwork, or I'm just gonna like bust up out of here. Which like, and it's not gonna be quietly. So yeah. So they decided to like go willingly into the night.
Yes.
And they let me leave. So, but like I said, we still had a 500 person event to get done Saturday, 2 birthday parties. The VIP dinner was Friday night for the Culture City, and then we had this.
Wow. So that's one of the things, and I'm sure you can, what you're saying illustrates my point, but one of the things that our guys sort of understand, that I have to make them understand when they come and work for us, is that there really isn't a day off.
Nope. No.
I mean, the only excuse is death, and only if it's your own.
And I don't even know if that counts sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't even really know if that's good enough. Because I've actually had people be like, so what happens if something happens to you? I was like, so you're saying like if I drop dead, is your wedding still going to get done? Exactly. Yes, I've made provisions. So sometimes even your own death isn't okay.
Right.
But yeah, like I tell people all the time, everybody wants to get this industry and they think it's all like fun and lollipop and rainbows and unicorns,
Right.
and I'm like, nope.
Playing dress up all
Right,
the time.
right. Just
Playing with flowers.
running some movies, just filming some people acting a fool.
Right.
And I'm like, nope, you got it. Still pay your bills, taxes, you still have to have your pendants taken out, still have to show up to work. Like I so wanted to call in sick this week.
Oh yeah.
Did not happen. But if you have an epic staff, like yourself and myself I'm sure have, it makes it a little better.
A little bit better.
Even though they almost all quit this week. They literally were almost all like, see ya.
So tell me a little bit more about your business when you're not suffering.
When I'm not having my appendix taken
Right.
out.
How long have you guys been in business?
Well, I myself have been doing florals in some capacity for 16, 17 years. We've been in business going on our 4th year. So, and you know, we just moved into a new wedding collaborative office space. So I've got like my legit digs now. You know, I'm no longer working out of Mama's garage. You know,
Everybody starts Mama's.
right? It kind of is hard to look all bona fide when you're, you know, in a 3-car garage. But so we're moving on up. We're the Jeffersons, so we got us a new fancy place. And like I said, we do weddings, events, we do floral event design. We just did this massive Harry Potter backdrop. Did you see that?
No, it did not.
I don't think people realize we'll do anything that's creative. Literally, like if it's cool and you need somebody fancy to make it, call us. That's pretty much needs to be our new tagline. I think that's what we're going to change it to. But yeah, somebody called me and asked me if I could do a Harry Potter backdrop for a photo booth. So we didn't actually do the wedding, somebody else did the wedding, but they wanted a photo booth, Harry Potter themed, and we made a 3-panel photo booth. The center was cut out and looked like the inside of Hogwarts. And then the wings had a Quidditch championship on one wing, and then the other wing had like a directional sign with like all the cool places in Harry Potter.
Very cool.
I mean, the things we get asked to do, or we don't say no. I'm one of those people that are like, can you make a solar system out of styrofoam and spaghetti? I'm like, I can do it.
Then you hang up the phone and go,
Yes.
okay.
And then I have to call everybody I know, like Jared and Kendall and y'all, and everybody else be like, so how are we going to make this work? And y'all are like, you're the one that said yes. And then we figure it out. So, but yeah, we mostly do, like I said, florals, anything design, anything, any reason to party or
Now,
plan.
Now I've worked a couple of the events you did where you did everything from all the design, flowers, linens, table settings. Now, what else is involved?
So usually, I will, at the greatest urge of most people, the wedding scene, try to get them to get a planner because that takes a lot off of me. But if they don't have a planner, because I am not a drop and go type person, I feel like my name's on it, so I need the whole thing to look legit. We will handle a lot of stuff. But like I do, I always, not because she's standing here, I always outsource my linens from Kendall to Decor to Door, and Jared's always building me stuff. I mean, so we do whatever it takes to get the event done. So we do, we'll provide the seating arrangements, we'll provide, a lot of times just because it's easier for me to just kind of wrangle everything, I'll just kind of be the octopus, the arms that just kind of reach out and get everything together. But I mean, yeah, we've provided everything.
Sort of liaison service.
Yeah, but it makes it a lot easier when they have a planner. It really makes my world a better place. But because we have the Decor company, we can provide seating and tables and backdrops and ribbon walls and fine china, stemware, all kinds of stuff. But usually when I do like galas or nonprofit events, that's usually where I wind up in the role of the person that provides everything. But I'm really not actually providing it. I'm just leveraging all my relationships with all these other people.
Sometimes
like I said, just the catalyst.
Yeah, sometimes that's what you do.
Yeah.
Who's your ideal client?
My ideal client. My ideal client would probably be the creative bride. The bride that just is like, I like Pinterest. I tell people all the time, Pinterest is the universal language that we all speak between a designer and a bride. They don't know florals. They don't know structural language. They just don't know the language, but they can make you, explain what they want visually through Pinterest.
Right.
But I love the bride that can be inspired by Pinterest, but is more inspired by me and says, do what you do. Like, this is kind of what I like, and run with it. And will kind of give me that creative outlet to just, like I said, make a 3-panel giant Harry Potter photo booth backdrop. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not every bride. But, and so, I mean, usually it comes with like a bride that has the budget that also is willing to spend it, because I think the hardest part about our industry right now is people that see all these pictures, they see all this stuff on Pinterest, and they see all these magazine articles, and they're like, oh, that's what I want for my wedding. And then they walk in and they're like, well, I have $1,200 for everything. You're like, baby doll, that's not gonna work. So,
I mean, it depends. I mean, lots of people get married and they spend less than that.
Yes,
And
but they've got the vision of what they can get for $1,200.
They come with a picture
Right.
of a Ferrari.
Yeah.
And a budget for a Pinto.
Right. I mean, and I don't mind small budget brides at all, but usually it's the educated bride, I guess. The bride that knows the budget that they have, what that's going to get, and you can be intentional with the money you have. To where, like you said,
The goal is to get a lot for the money spent,
right.
but also be realistic about
Right.
how much money there is in the budget.
Yeah, because that's a lot of, I'm huge into education. I'm very big into trying to educate my brides in the right way, the right place to invest the money, the right place to put it, what we can get for the money that they have. You know, don't run your wheels or spin your wheels doing all of this over here that, you know, my biggest thing is people that are like, I don't need flowers, or I don't need, I'm not saying this just because y'all are here either. They'll say like, I don't need a videographer, or I'm gonna get my best friend to photograph it. I'm like, well, that's just, excuse my French, that's kind of asinine, because you spend all this money and you're gonna do all this stuff, and the only thing that's gonna last in 20 years is gonna be your video and your pictures. The dress isn't gonna fit, the cake's gonna be eaten, the flowers are gonna be dead. So, you know, trying to get the bride to realize that it all is important and it all has a, you know, you don't need to spend 90% of your budget on florals and then not be able to afford a good videographer or a good photographer, or spend all your money on a videographer and a photographer and then be like, flowers are important. Well, what are they gonna video? I mean, they're gonna video the ceremony, but you haven't provided them any beauty or texture or design that makes the pictures and the video appealing now. So, I mean, you have the ceremony, which is the most important thing, but I think people a lot of times will get in like one extreme or another.
Well, it probably works both ways. As a videographer, when I'm shooting personally, I actually don't spend that much time focused on what I call still life. So flowers and those kinds of things. Now, the photographer will, because those things are still life. But for me, I usually focus more on people.
Right.
Because they move.
Right.
Talk.
And I like the fact that so many people are, I love educating people probably more on videography than probably anything else besides than what I do, because most people have in the back of their mind that wedding videos and you know, we're immersed in this, so we see it all the time. We know what epically fabulous it is, but so many people are like, oh, well, that's still the dude with the camcorder on his shoulder and it's just still life and it's this video on a VHS and I'm gonna stick it. It's not the reality. I tell people all the time, I'm like, these look like mini, like, Oscar award-winning movies if you get them done by the right person. You know what I mean? Like, they're epically, I mean, if I cry at somebody's wedding video that I don't even know them, y'all did a really good job. So I tell people, I'm like, you gotta go do your research, go educate yourself, kind of see what's out there.
I guess for all the vendors. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how do they know?
Well, we are on every social media platform ever known to man. I'm pretty sure some that haven't even been discovered yet. Just kidding. We're on Facebook. Everything's under CeCe Designs or CeCe Designs LLC.
Okay.
So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Snapchat. That has been really fun lately while I have been undergoing surgery and a wee bit of pain medicine. Thank God that disappears in 24 hours.
Right.
That's worked out really well for me. Snapchat, Instagram. We were on Periscope, but that kind of taken a dive. Nobody's on Periscope anymore. Pinterest, did I already say that? We're everywhere. Everywhere.
Okay.
You can find me. Follow the flower.
Cool.
It's usually how you find me. You know.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thanks.
Absolutely.
I feel like can we hug again?
I guess.
Yeah.
There's no rules on that.
Yay. Okay.